Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Aries the Emperor here, back with another general reading for my Aries collective. If you are new here, welcome. This is an all Aries channel for all Aries placements. All right, cross watchers, you are welcome as well. Just take in mind that this reading may or may not resonate with everyone, so do not force the reading. Okay, if it does not resonate, it is okay. Okay. Thank you to those who like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you all for your donations. It is not required but greatly appreciated. Thank you to those who book personal readings and shop the Vegan Soy Candle Shop. I am working diligently to get both readings and candle orders out for you guys. Okay, so let's jump right on into the reading. If you would like to connect with me, I will leave all of my info in the description box down below, okay? As well as ZODIAC pendants. Orders will be going out this week. All right, if you would like to purchase and own your own pendant here, I have the moon. All right, very beautiful. There are a few different zodiac signs for you to choose from, the magician being one of them as well. All right, so I will leave all that info in the description box down below for you guys, okay? And the website, I am running a sale for you all, so it will deduct automatically at checkout for you. All right, let's jump into the reading. So you read the title. All right, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. It is what it is, you know. There are energies that would like for you to give up, stop what you're doing, you know. And it's one thing I'm going to say and put out there. You know, people get hung up on likes and views and support. A lot of times people aren't going to support you, especially the people that you think are supposed to support you. You know, you have to think outside of the box a lot of times, and you really have to believe in yourself. All right, when you're out here, especially trying to pave your own way and create something different that nobody has ever seen, done, or heard of, because they gonna side eye you. All right, and until you actually, or until you actually make something work for yourself, you know, that's when you really shut the haters up. All right, and just to talk about you personally, collective, as in the title, I put, they don't control your fate. They don't control your destiny. And on top of that, heaven can wait. And I say that because you've been sacrificed enough. You've been pushed back enough. You've been slowed down enough. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, you know, in Greek mythology, you're known as the Lamb of the world, aka the Lamb with the golden fleece. And in that, you were sacrificed. All right. Some of you could have dreams, vivid dreams of being betrayed in your dream by somebody you loved, or being put up as a sacrifice of some sort here. This is past life energy. All right. You were sacrificed to Zeus himself. And in return, your constellation was placed not in the south, not in the east, not in the west, but in the northern hemisphere, right up there in those heavens. All right, so let's get into this reading, baby. You belong at the top. And you already up there in them heavens. So pull some of that power, some of that energy down here in this third dimension. First, second, third. And make it work for you. Pull it out of that fourth, fifth, sixth. You know, pull it up out of here and work it down here before you leave to go and return back up there. It's already God-given, baby, and it's already in you. Just take a sip of that cup because it's made just for you. All right, why do you think the magician is so suited up? This is no coincidence. And then I not just talk about the magician being one of the pendants that you can order, but we're not going to talk about that right now. Spirit is in this reading. You know, your garden is good and green and forbidden. You have to have permission to access to the type of information and the type of talent and the type of sacred knowledge that you're able to tap into. To me, the magician is like the high priestess. This is sacred territory. Only a few are able to trek down this unbeaten path, swim through these uncharted waters. I thought I saw writing on his table. Let's get into the reading. You feel empowered yet? I hope you do. All right, Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective? All right, we have the Three of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. The Three of Wands, Sagittarius energy. Excuse my voice, you guys. I have GERD, capital G, capital E, capital R, capital D. All right, severe acid reflux. It affects my esophagus, my stomach, and now my mouth. All right, I have a few ulcers in my mouth at this time here, so if my speech is a little off, my bad. It's a little painful. All right, we got the Queen of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles here, okay? So, like I mentioned about that sacred energy, right? You see somebody sitting here, and yes, she looks alone. She's cradling her pentacle, but this doesn't just equate to money. This equates to the time and dedication that you have put into something. And not only that, maybe you have tried to share your ideas and your greatness with others who you felt, you could have taken with you. Or you could have helped elevate their lives in some way, shape, or form if they just worked with you. But in turn, they had other intentions. And that's to sacrifice you in some way, shape, or form. Your vision, like I mentioned, is just that, your vision. Everybody's not going to understand you and where you're coming from. And even if they do understand you, it's still an energy of underminement. I can do it better. Or feeling like they know more than you. Instead of just working with you for a common goal. You're not a selfish person. But people would like to paint you out that way. And that's okay. Because in the end, I feel like you do win. And it's an energy of when you do decide to continue through with your plans, you leave others looking stupid, still watching what you got going on, but not being able to make any moves towards you because their chance, man, they fucked it up. So now you got to sit back and watch. They got to listen, from afar, from a distance. And watch how your world grows. Like, look how big the pinnacle is that she's sitting here with. It wasn't always that big. But maybe people think you're crazy for the way that you think. Oh, I'm not going to work with her on that. I'm not going to work with him on that. I'm not going to invest in that. And now look at them. Seeing your ships out there sailing away. Damn it, I should have got on one of those boats. I should have invested in that. And look at them. Stuck on land. You out there sailing. Aries of the 7 seas. I think I mentioned that in a previous reading here. It's very real. The risks that you take are not always calculated. But I feel like with this Capricorn energy, you working on it. You working on a little bit more structure, a little bit more discipline. You know, and just because you don't see results right now and you feel like you don't have support right now from others doesn't mean you stop doing what you're doing. You know, because people are going to talk down on you. And these are people that are so far away. You know, you probably haven't even spoken to these people and I don't know how long. So all they have is that old ass image of you. And it's so false. But it holds no weight anymore. You know what holds weight? What you put up and what you've been putting out. Because they can see that. You know, you materializing. And it's not in a way that is selfish. It's selfless. You know, you tried. And that's good enough. All right. They say it's lonely at the top, but really it's not. It's only lonely at the top because there's so many followers at the bottom. Lost within themselves. Lost in the rat race. The crabs in a barrel. You know, people will work with you until they don't need you. And I feel like you are being saved from that. Or you have been being saved from that. You may not have realized it at the time. But the Queen of Pentacles is somebody who's wise. Somebody who is able to run an estate. Somebody who is financial literacy. And not everybody takes that time to learn those types of fundamentals, basic fundamentals. So maybe you did think people were getting ahead of you, making more money than you, making more moves than you, you know, traveling more than you. But now maybe you look up now and it's like that 50 Cent song, damn, homie. In high school, you was the man, homie. What the fuck happened to you? You may be looking back at people that you thought were light years ahead of you, or, you know, were going to go so far in life. In high school, they were Mr. Miss Likely to succeed. And now where are they? You know, they ran through their money. They was trying to keep up with the Joneses. And now, you know, you probably the one that can give them a helping hand, but nope. Can't help you. And that's not to say that in a condescending way or anything, but that's why I say, man, never pray to be in anyone else's shoes but your own. You don't never know what somebody's going through behind closed doors, what they stuck in, what they trying to get out of. Because it's easy to get into something. It's even harder to get out of it. 7 of Wands. You know, there's no need to be picking up others' burdens for no reason. You know, shut that shit out. It's going to protect you. It's been protecting you here. 7 of Wands. Thank you, Spirit. Ooh. Look at this. The World. Saturn energy. discipline. All right. Not only that, the World card symbolizes the 4 fixed energies in the zodiac. You know, you got Scorpio, you got Taurus, you got Aquarius, you got Leo. Any of these could be aspected in your natal chart. You know, and in the middle of that, this crazy spiraling world that we living in symbolizes you in the middle of all of it. You know, things that you've gotten to experience and maybe not experience, maybe been left out. But like I mentioned with that 7 of Wands, I feel like it's for good reason. You know, normally the World card depicts the Sphinx. Okay. Anubis. And Amun, I think it is. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's the god of evil. But in that, you triumphant. You know, you actually breaking through and reaching a higher level, connecting with the heavens. Like I mentioned earlier with the Magician being at the bottom of the deck, but not yet being a part of it yet, but still ciphering the blessings from it down here in the 3D. You know, because these are all lessons. Taurus being stubborn. Leo having to deal with ego. Scorpio having to go through the dark night of the soul. And Taurus being stubborn. The mule. Or the bull. You know, these are symbolizing all the different energies that you have to go through to stay centered, to ward off evil, so that you can pass through to get to the next level. You know, and these are all individuals spewing out hate, spewing out distractions, spewing out slowing you down. But you still getting your point across and putting yourself out there. Freeing yourself. Liberating yourself. Through all these different energies. And you got the Death card, Scorpio energy. We in Scorpio season right now. It's one of the toughest. A lot of people look in the mirror, but they're not looking inside themselves. You know, they looking at what they want to believe, not what's really there. But there's one thing about that Death card. It's going to show you what's really there. And it's you coming through. You know, people don't like the truth. I promise they don't. Because the truth is ugly a lot of times. But it's necessary. You know, it's what helps you grow. And the world is not so beautiful. You know, it's filled with more evil than it is good, especially in this time, in these days that we living in. It's very discouraging. But like I said, you are meant to be seen. You are meant to be heard. Queen of Swords. Distance yourself from that bullshit. Relieve them of their duties. You are not wanted here. You are not needed here. Look at her up in the clouds. The angelic faces that surround her throne, masculine or feminine energy here. This is your rightful seat. Stay there. The cosmos are working in your favor. They always are. You just got to pay attention. Be present in the moment. Because we can't change what happened back there. We can only fix right now and plan for going forward. And that's what the Queen of Swords is going to stop you at the door and check you on. Because this right here is the truth. Whether you want to hear it or not. All right, this is the quarter truth right here. And she don't give a damn who's watching. Page of Swords. Because there always is somebody watching. Somebody praying. Preying. Okay? Not Pray. But you need a good audience. Because without it, I ain't going to say you ain't doing it right, but it damn sure lets you know that you're doing something right. And it's your way. Nobody else's. Ten of Wands. Leo energy. Seven of Cups is what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck. Scorpio energy. It's like, I feel like anybody will give anything to be in your vicinity at this time. Be a fly on the wall to what you're working on. Be a student in your class, to what you're teaching, what you're giving out. Because it is sacred. And like I mentioned, you come from sacred backgrounds, humble beginnings. And just because I say you sacrifice, don't take that as a bad thing. Because you still are next to God himself. And the top God. It don't get no higher than Zeus. Okay? And that's why I say you walk with your head high. That's why you are the ruler of the crown. Because you wear it. Rightfully so. It starts with the head. You can't do nothing without this right here. Remember that. And most importantly, use that. I ain't gonna say don't work hard, but make sure you work smart above all else. Let people think they got one over on you. Let them. You know what it really is and what it's really not. You don't have anything to prove. Justice. Six of Pentacles. You have the court of law working in your favor. Giving unto you. Feeding onto you. Confirmation. And I feel like what you've been doing is not going unnoticed. You have people who are trying to block your path and not knowing that, bitch, I don't have to go in that direction. You can have that and everything that's over there. You have reign over this world, collective. While they working overtime to try and make you feel like you're not worthy. We're going to let those scales of justice be the judge of that. It's like you being breadcrumbed. Somebody giving you a little bit of something, not knowing you got a whole loaf back there somewhere. Bitch, I don't even need that. But that goes back to what I said as far as people thinking they know more than you, that they've done more, accomplished more. Maybe they have. But that's just 3D things. Material things. When you leave here and go where you really going, all of that's going to stay right here. Nobody's going to even be here to even read about that, care about that. You get your soul right. You work your way from the inside out, and they'll never be able to touch you. You'll be the real Teflon Don around these streets. $1:21 on the clock. Say it again, spirit. That's why I say if you're going to do it now and do it here. Ace of Pentacles. Right here, right now. It looks like the universe is waiting to rain on you. Did I not say? Look how this person is breadcrumbing them. Oh, here's a few sprinkles. Did I not say, bitch, I don't need that? I got that and some more waiting to rain on me. You're bad. I'm gonna leave this reading here. Hit that like and subscribe button for more messages from me. I'll catch you later. Ciao.